This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off free shipping and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Phil Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
I'm here for Peter. Damn straight.
Welcome back, Spider Friends, to another wild, wacky, web-filled adventure of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I am Phil, joining me as always.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
Can you tell me and Luca were just watching Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends? Trying to pull my Stan Lee. Hello, Spider. Ow! I think I just did pull my Stan Lee. Anyway, yes, we are back. This time, last time we did some spectacular Spider-Man. This time, doing some more Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 340 through 343, October, November, December 9, 1990, and January 1991.
So, here we are again.
Hello. Yes. And where's our tail? Where's our tail start? Where most tales in 1990 started and ended? Kmart.
That's not the branding we were hoping for, but that's the branding we got.
I'm surprised they didn't throw in some generic substitute like a J-Mart. I mean, it literally says attention Kmart first thing, attention Kmart shoppers.
Blue Light Special, baby.
Heyo.
Oh.
Yes. Written by David Michelini and penciled by Eric Larson. Yes, that Eric Larson.
Fancy.
And who knows how many inkers, because there's two, Randy Emberlin and Mike Macklin listed, and then it says and friends. So might have had
Amazing Spider-Man and his friends, you say?
Hello.
Suck it, Kona.
And we're off to the races.
Suck it, Lilith.
All right. So I guess there's a group of
female trouble. You don't say.
Hello. But first, Spider-Man has to stop these thugs from robbing a Kmart. I love this thought bubble. My luck, I come for socks and find crooks.
Well, you know where he lives.
And he got tipped off when he saw a guy oiling a machine gun in an alleyway.
Again, are you sure? Because, the neighborhood's not the best, buddy.
I mean, you didn't know Spider-Man was going to show up. How much weaponry did they need to rob a Kmart?
Kmart was like the precursor to Walmart. You never know what kind of customer you were going to get.
True. And then
Kmart was definitely a place people open carried in certain areas of the country, and that's all that I'll say about it.
And then I don't know if this guy is the leader. Are those what is that? Green flowers on that shirt or?
Sure, green flowers. Sure. Hello, Mary Jane.
Hello. Thank you, expert. He grabs a mannequin for a hostage. So Spider-Man just webs him up.
Idiot.
And then he makes the other one come flying down the escalator. But the last one got outside with the money. So Pete sees him. It looks like he has a grenade, but he drops it into their getaway van. He's like, someone could get killed. But nope, it's not a grenade. It's a tear gas.
Somebody could still get killed. You don't throw tear gas in an open freaking vehicle that's on the road. Just
True.
saying. Just trying.
Well, the van's not moving, but yes. Because Pete tries to web it up, and he gets a face full of tear gas, and the last punk's like, real bright, Spider Guy. I bet your daddy called you son.
Suck it, Kona.
The comic said suck it, Kona.
Suck it, Lilith.
Oh my. King of the Selfies grabs his automatic camera because
As you do. And that, honestly, that's why he's such a terrible photographer, because it's an automatic. Like, get yourself a damn DSLR mirrorless. Frick. I mean, we are sponsored by Sony at this point. We have seen Sony in this universe.
And it's on an outside wall. Wasn't most of the action inside the Kmart?
I guess it's got X-ray vision.
I don't know.
He is sometimes smart and a scientist, right?
Sometimes. Yeah, just like Barry.
Occasionally.
Just like Barry Allen. Sometimes.
Ouch. Burn.
Burn. Yes, they wanted some pictures for Jonah Jameson's new weekly magazine.
Oh, come on, a magazine.
Boy, I hope the effects of this tear gas go away. I've been breathing too much bad stuff lately.
Uh-huh.
Because he mentioned something Hobgoblin sprayed in his face last issue, which we'll get to during our Sinister Sixmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Sinister Sixmas? Oh, boy! And that has to be the one that has to be the drop that starts every Sinister Sixmas, just so you know.
Die! Get some Christmas music.
Yes.
What did you bring me, Santa? Sinister Sixmas. Oh, boy!
I couldn't have asked for more!
So different from any other time Lilith sits on an old man's lap. Hello!
Yeah, they just end up with heart attacks, but moving on.
Oh! Sit there talking about the first thing that pops up.
Oh! This is not Wayne's World. This is freaking Spider-Man. It's family friendly.
Spider-Man.
Spidey.
So he's thinking about the spider bites. I'm surprised he didn't mention Uncle Ben, but then he
No guilty floating heads. I don't get to take a drink of hot chocolate.
Sure.
I didn't say there wasn't Kahlua in the hot chocolate.
Hot Kahlua. So yes, he gets home, drops through that skylight. Just me, Mary Jane. Then she's like, "Finished your shower, Peter?" He's like, "Shower? Aunt May wants to see you." Oh.
Way to ruin the mood. Like two issues in a row. Mention Aunt May.
Peter, the bride of Mephisto's here.
I swear, if they don't make it, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, like that's not already written on your hard drive. So yeah, so his eyes are all puffy from the tear gas.
Sure, the tear gas.
Yeah. So he changes, puts on a bathrobe, and he's like, "I thought you said Aunt May was visiting, MJ. What's Madonna doing here?"
Wah, wah, wah.
Wasn't this what Madonna looks like right now in 2020?
Well, let's be honest, she's looked like that since at least 1997.
Oh!
You can at me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Aunt May's like, "Your eyes so red. What's wrong? No big deal. It's just the cold." She's like, "You get on the phone and call
a cold hard white line of something, maybe."
No, as he was saying in a couple pages back, he can't. Peter Parker better know. I don't think they would have him do it anyway, but he never better do cocaine in any Spider-Man book ever. Because
unless it's a Deadpool crossover.
Well, no, he got as we'll get to in Sinister Sixmas, he gets sprayed by something Doc Ock came up with. He was gonna like blackmail the world, that people couldn't use heroin or
it was
okay.
It was red kryptonite. Don't worry about it. It doesn't exist in this universe anymore.
But then he got sprayed with something he can't do cocaine. But Aunt May's like, "You call the doctor this instant." He's like, "It's just a cold. I'm sorry, but get ready for drinking hand loaf. Sorry, Peter,
yes.
But after losing your Uncle Ben, and then Nathan, you're all I have left."
Just a long, deep sigh.
And if something,
Exactly.
Oh Lord, here's the setup for this whole storyline, kids. If something should happen to you, something should happen.
I wouldn't be able to live one more day. Boom! Suck it, Kona.
Suck it, Lilith.
Something should happen. Nothing will at me. I'll call the doctor. I'm not 100% by tomorrow. It's just some tear gas. I mean, a cold. Oh Lord! And then so Aunt May's leaving. You youngsters enjoy the homemade carrot cake I brought.
Don't trust it.
Call me tomorrow.
It's carrot and a cake. Way to ruin a cake, Aunt May.
And then call me tomorrow and tell me all about the opera. The opera? So I thought these two didn't have like 2 nickels to rub together. And they're going to the opera?
Oh, MJ's got 2 nickels to rub together. Pete might not have 2 nickels to rub together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she got 2 nickels. You know why? Because she's a 10. Suck
Oh.
Suck it, Lilith.
You know she's got all these rich men sniffing after her and whatnot. So that's all I'm saying. I ain't forgot. Y'all might have forgot, but I ain't forgot.
Peter, because Peter's like, oh, the opera. It would have been so funny being like, thanks, Bruce.
I know, right?
Batman.
So anyway, after the opera, Peter sang the song, the only song in the opera he knew from Bugs Bunny.
You know, and they say cartoons don't give you culture. There you go.
Oh Lord! So what was? I guess Mary Jane was like checking out. She's like, "What's the matter? You jealous of that cute tenor?"
Ooh, okay now, Mary Jane. You're getting a little too lustful, and this is why he saves Aunt May and not you. That's all I'm saying.
She likes a man who knows how to use his instrument.
Suck it, Lilith.
Every day, Wade's World creeps into more and more corners of the Capes and Lunatics universe, and I'm okay with it. And I'm not okay that I'm okay with it.
Stay tuned for this weekend when it invades into the night, a Moon Knight podcast. The Moon Knight podcast.
Bunch of loonies and lunatics, I tell you.
I can't get that chemical spray off my mind, Mary Jane. It might have no effect, but what if it does? Aunt May's more dependent on me than ever because she's a leech.
The only Spider-Man cast with the gall to dog Aunt May like this. You heard it here first.
You can't kill her. What does she care? Then find out one way or another, so don't stop eating it. She's basically Mary Jane's like, so do something about it and shut up about it already.
Exactly. Thank you, Mary Jane.
You're a research assistant at Empire State. Can't you run some experiments? Biology isn't my specialty, but you're right. I've got to do something. Biology isn't my specialty. And Mary Jane's like, you're telling me.
Oh, he's just getting burned.
Would you like some ointment, Peter? Because you just got burned. Oh, Lord. Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, Ray is saying,
what the F?
Couple of balls down the gulp.
Couple of balls down the gob.
Talk about Wade's World. Jeez. So the next day, the young man, he has to go to News Digest because he doesn't want to deal with Thomas Fireheart. But he's like, he's like, so weird coming here now instead of the Bugle, but it sounds like some things are just stay the same. See, here's Jameson yelling. What? You came here looking for Spider-Man? We see some mousy looking Dr. Turner.
Boo.
I'm sorry, Kona. It is not Turner D Century.
It would have been a cooler story if it was.
Yes, Mr. Jameson. If my new invention can analyze his powers as I hope. Wow. Let's just drop that plot device on people's.
Smack dab in the middle of an issue.
Boy, this couldn't have come at a better time. I hope immense good can be done for humanity. And since your publication is printing so many pictures of him, does it look like I'm running a boarding house for costume maniacs? Do you want Spider-Man putting that in the Lonely Hearts column? Jeez.
Okie dokie then.
And Peter, if I knew more about my powers, it might forewarn me of possible dangers.
I've got questions.
Then Jonah's like, what do you want, Parker? Oh, I just stopped by to say hi, Jonah. Hi, Jonah. Bye.
Basically.
I'm tempted to hire you full time just so I could fire you. So Dr. Turner, look at my air quotes. Dr. Turner walking down the street thinking, this complicates things. I'll have to find some other way to. And then, oh, look, someone drops down from a web line. I hear you've been looking for me. But how did you? Come on, Doc. You ever hear of a grapevine without a few spiders on it?
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, that's what he says. Ouch.
I know. Just
Because he's taking blood. As I explained, my invention was designed to analyze the DNA in your blood. From that, it will automatically program its scanning components to provide the most detailed information on your abilities ever. So Spider-Man has to stand under this thing, bright lights.
yada yada yada.
Spider senses screaming, gotta get away, and he leaps to a nearby wall and falls off it. Good Lord.
As you do when you've been sprayed with tear gas.
Inhaling a bunch of stuff the last couple of days, yes.
Yeah.
Good Lord, what happened? I don't know. I've been able to crawl up walls ever since I became Spider-Man. It's like that machine wasn't just analyzing my powers, it was taking them away. And he's like, did it? And he crawls up the wall. Woo, only temporary. But if I had stayed in those beams longer. Spider-Man, I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just dismantle that machine. Of course, I'll test the components. Good. In the meantime, getting as far away. And then Turner's thinking, not too far, I hope. This is an unexpected twist. I must learn more. If Spider-Man continues to worry about his powers, he might return for further studies. And I know just the ladies to provide that worry.
Uh-oh.
I should throw some quotes around that, ladies. And then I looked the next morning. Oh, JFK. He finally made it to JFK, love.
Finally. He's got some class.
Oh, because an ambassador is flying in who wanted to meet Spider-Man.
Convenient.
From a newly freed Baltic country.
Aren't they all?
Oh, and King of the Selfies is all jealous. He's like, man, I've been having trouble spelling my own Spider-Man pictures, but now all these reporters here are getting all these shots of me.
Oh, are you getting jealous of people with actual talent? Are you, buddy?
Who actually push the button themselves.
Gets a little better focus, a better composition.
Ooh, burn. And then the ambassador's plane comes in. At least it'll be over soon. Indeed. I love it says indeed. It'll be over soon.
Indeed.
Indubitably, my good sir.
And then, oh no, what's that? Some sort of ray beams attached to the plane, pulling it forward.
Did someone say Ray? No, I'm kidding. We'll have enough of that at the end of this episode.
Tricky Dicky.
So someone's trying to crush the crowd with the plane, so Spider-Man webs it in place, swings the ambassador out of the way with his Charlie Esser looking mustache.
Can't go wrong with a good mustache.
I'm that kind of freak. Nice mustache, Charlie.
So the support on the plane breaks as Spider-Man gets but first round to you, web slinger. Because look, 4 ladies. Do you remember us? Remember when we met before? Marvel Comics Presents 49.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to buy the backup issues, nerd. So please go out to your local comic book shops and buy it. That's what that's about.
Comics may be riding high now, but it won't be this way forever, kids.
One more time for the kids in the back.
Buy some comics. So we see Mind Blast, who showing off her stuff, and by her stuff I mean her brain.
For a change.
Oh. Whiplash. Oh, another Whiplash. I don't even know what's going on with that costume.
It was they did it for the boys.
And the yellow looks like a female Wolverine type, Bloodlust, and Knockout, leader of the Femme Fatales.
Hooray, I guess.
Which you think Cornrow's take a long time? How much to put him in armor?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Terrific on Arrow.
Ooh. Oh,
at least he had his little smart balls to do it. That's my headcanon.
A couple of balls down the gob.
Indubitably, my good sir.
Indeed.
Maybe it's nanites courtesy of Ray Palmer.
They wish those were nanites courtesy of Ray Palmer because they are of the utmost nanite of the nanites, okay?
Yes.
Justice for Ray, justice for Brandon Roth. There, I said it.
You said justice for Ray.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
So
He deserves better than us, Philip, but he's stuck with us.
polite society. The cops start opening fire on the femme fatales, and Bloodlust just jumps in, starts ripping people up with her claws.
I mean, I have that reaction too, but then I eat a Snickers, you know. I'm a woman, I can make that joke.
Sakakona.
Suck it, Lilith.
Spider-Man grabs her, but she slices him and breaks free. Then, there's Whiplash. Then Knockout picks up a truck and is about to drop it on Spider-Man. So he leaps at her. Oof, like hitting a brick wall.
Get it?
Uh,
Because she's a brick house? Because she's a knockout? See, I do the long jokes like Conan now. It's all just one vicious cycle.
Suck it, Lilith.
that's the only button I need anymore. He's basically just counting on his spider sense because they're coming at him from all sides. Whiplash trying to hit him. Here comes Bloodlust again, and then where are they all going? As Mind Blast picks up the plane with her telekinesis. But then she drops the plane. She has Spider-Man over the plane. Oh no, look, it's leaking fuel, and there's Knockout with a lighter.
Burn it to the ground. Burn it.
Man, that would have been quite the headline. Spider-Man killed by Bic lighter. Oh no, Mind Blast took me right over the wreck. If Knockout lights that fuel, I'll be caught like a pig on a rotisserie. What'll happen?
Get the apple, baby. Get the apple.
What'll happen to Mary Jane? To Aunt May? Oh, please. Like, those two wouldn't have new husbands and boyfriends in 5 minutes.
Good old Willie Lumpkin still kicking around.
Yeah, wiggle.
He comes to the house every day, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not just delivering the mail.
Whoa! Neither rain nor sleet nor snow will stop him from delivering that package.
We are terrible.
I know, and you're drunk. I don't know what my excuse is.
I'm tipsy. Remember, I'm doing Charlie a favor. I am drinking for 2.
See, Charlie, when Lilith's liver gives out, she's doing it for you.
Don't worry, I have a nice big chunk preserved already.
She already has the cloning banks working on a new one.
Exactly.
That's why I've been tentative distracted. I've been worrying about all day about what my death would do to the ones I love. How?
Okay, are you 30 and hitting existential dread or what? Like, this is a big mood. This is such a big mood right now for 2020. I'm just telling you.
How would my death? What a narcissist! How would my death affect everyone? So yeah, he webline was attached to a light pole, I guess, which he hits Mind Blast with, which lets him go right before the plane goes up. And then the femme fatales retreat. He's thinking the ambassador's safe. Funny, the way those harpies fought, you'd almost think they were after me.
You don't say. Get out of town. Shut the front door.
Later at home, he calls Aunt May to tell her his cold's gone. His cold.
You're feeling all better, huh, Sonny?
And they told Mary Jane, I messed up. When you married me, you knew what you're getting into. Each time I walked out the door, I might not come back. But Aunt May's in the same boat, but hasn't got a clue. Well, tell her. It's only been
90 years.
Exactly. Is it really fair to her? What she doesn't have any choice.
Dude, nobody does.
Like she'd have
what are you talking about? That's life. You could literally it's New York. You could literally get hit by a bus and not freaking Green Goblin's revenge. Okay.
And again, it's like, even if she did have a problem, would you stop being Spider-Man? Be like, don't you see
not
that?
For Ant-Man. He didn't stop it for Mary Jane, so why would he stop it for her?
Don't you see that floating head of guilt of your dead husband up there? Peter, what do you mean? I mean, I want your advice. I have a decision to make. So I guess they talk all night.
Talk, sure.
And well, it looks like they're talking. Well, they're on the floor. Huh?
It's post coitus.
Bazinga.
But he makes a decision, I guess, because the next morning at Dr. Turner's lab, he comes back. Spider-Man, I'm glad you've returned. I have some tests. No, just turn the machines on. I'm going to stand in the beam as long as I can take it. What? But why? I'm through being Spider-Man. I want you to use your machine to remove my powers completely, forever.
That title living up to the expectation? Everybody on the hype train? No? Okay.
So I guess we get to the second part, 340, Amazing Spider-Man 341, which if you see it, it's an homage to that Spectacular Spider-Man where he got the cosmic powers. But now he's the weakest hero in the Marvel universe.
Hawkeye would like to have a word with you.
Oh,
I can say that as a Hawkeye fan.
burn! And instead of the
Don't
trap,
nobody else say it. We'll fight on Twitter.
and instead of the traps, they're the tarantula.
Damn it!
Oh boy, it says with no power. But wait a minute, who's that in that corner box down there?
Who's that corner?
Oh Lord. So yeah, this issue starts with Spider-Man under the lights again, and the title without great power.
I'm still taking a drink. It counts. I'll allow it.
The
You're
out-
welcome, future Lilith.
The out part is in parentheses, so yes, I think that counts. I see with and great and power. Take a drink. So Dr. Turner, air quotes.
No. What do they call it? Not air quotes. They call them bunny ears, I believe, are what the kids call them. So if you want to be hip, call them bunny ears.
Okay. How long
Fun fact.
how long can he endure such agony? And then Spider-Man's like, switch it off. Dr. Turner, switch off the machine. It's like, woo, quite the ringer. Now let's see if it works. Yep. Can't climb up walls. Can't pick up any heavy machinery. One more test. Doc, I'm going to turn my back. When I do, I want you to throw something at me. Something small. And nope, no spider sense tingle. See,
Hey, look at the back of his head. It says "FAP." I'm just saying. It's the little details. Just chef's kiss.
and again, I mean, not to spoil it, yeah, but once we find out who Dr. Turner is, why wouldn't he throw like a bowling ball at his head or something?
You don't want to ruin the surprise just yet.
I guess.
They like the villains love the foreplay and the monologuing. You know, it's what villains do.
We know, but Joker does. Foreplay. You did it, Doc. You took away my spider powers. I don't know how to thank you. He's like, don't try. And he's thinking, believe me, the pleasure was mine. So without paying attention, yeah, Peter just like starts walking up to the roof. He's like, yeah.
How you gonna get home now? You're gonna have to start catching the bus. You ever think about that, buddy?
Well, she's like, he walks up to the roof. He's thinking about Aunt May, and with her fiance dead, all he has is me. If I were killed in the line of duty, she would be crushed, devastated, alone. Mary Jane, again, of course, Mary Jane knows what I'm Spider-Man, but Aunt May doesn't know.
You're trying to give that lady a heart attack, bruh. Like, this is all bad.
Then we recap.
Bad idea, Pete.
Then we recap last issue. When I was almost killed by the femme fatales, I learned Doc Turner's machine could take away my spider powers. I made a decision. I've given the world enough years. I'm giving the rest to Aunt May. Yeah, because he's daydreaming.
Because she's got like what, 1 year? He's counting on the fact she's got like 1, 2, 3 years left.
Seriously. But he throws out a web line, starts trying to start swinging. He's like, whoa, wait.
Exactly. There you go, dingus. There you go.
They started web swinging out of habit. Forgot without my spider strength to pull me along. I'm just like any other guy hanging from a flagpole.
Idiot. Just an idiot.
Being normal is going to take getting used to. Better use the emergency quarter I carry. Call MJ. Have her bring me a change of clothes and maybe a couple of bus tokens. I thought he had no pockets. Where's he keeping that quarter?
It's in his prison purse. Don't worry about it.
I knew if I set you up, you would.
I never disappoint.
Thank you, Drop Gods. And then Doc Turner back in his office. This becomes more intriguing by the moment. He's got a bunch of scantily clad women waiting for him.
Oh, that's how you know he's the villain. Villains pull all the trim.
Yeah, bring me some grapes. Oh, and what's that sitting on his desk? It looks like a green headband. Who's been wearing a green headband around this point in time? Readers of Spectacular and Web of Spider-Man may know.
The other kids might not know, but the hip kids know what's going on.
But the old kids know. The machine I commissioned from the Tinkerer was only supposed to keep Spider-Man suspended, helpless, long enough to deal with. But its peripheral effects pose a wealth of amusing possibilities.
So that to the X-Men.
So, moments later on the Hudson River, in a garbage scow.
Where you belong.
We see La Tarantula getting a call from Gulliver South, who, those of you who read Spectacular Spider-Man 137 and 138 will know what this is all about. Oh, we should cover that one day, because you know who shows up in the second part of that, right?
Who?
Your boyfriend John Walker when he was Captain America.
Well, you can get Charlie Esther on the phone for that one.
Oh, Lilith Hellfire's like, I don't like that idea. That's pretty.
Suck.
I thought my Tarantula's like, I thought my return to this country would be without notice. I know lots of things. For one, I know you hate Spider-Man. Yeah, who don't know that? For ending your retribution against Delvadian refugees seeking asylum in New York. Again, Spectacular 137. I know that Spider-Man's lost his powers, that he'd be a pushover if you're in the mood. Dude's been powerless for 5 minutes. I know Spider-Man's powerless. So, yeah, Tarantula makes plans to kill Spider-Man, and then back at Dr. Turner's office, one of the bimbos didn't peel the grapes.
You know, she had one job, you know. I'm just saying. Just to play devil's advocate, she had one job.
Look where that grape's going to.
Exactly.
But wait a minute. I thought it was Dr. Turner sitting behind that desk. What is Gulliver South doing sitting behind that desk? For the slow ones among you, that's a big clue.
This is an anvil on your head. Here's your sign.
Meanwhile, in Soho, Peter and Mary Jane are walking home. Feels so strange. I'm used to my power being there even when I'm not using them.
He's a 90-pound weakling is what he's saying, guys.
I'm used to always having my powers, and Mary Jane's like, yeah, you and me both.
You know what? I'm gonna get a divorce. We're just different people now.
Now just flipping around like a regular guy. I get tired more quickly. My reactions are dull.
Yeah, because you're a nerd.
Oh, burn. So luckily he didn't mention anything about Spider-Man, because you've become such a homebody, pal. Oh Lord, look who's waiting at the front door. Flash Thompson and Felicia Hardy.
Hello, Felicia.
You can see both their shoulders. Jeez. Man, look at the hairy wolf.
I love the outfits though.
Yeah, Flash.
Who knew Flash was so hairy?
I was gonna say he's wearing a Spider-Man tank top, so you can see.
I want that tank top, and I'm gonna send it to Ray.
Nice.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
All that taco meat.
Looking like Paul Blackthorne out here.
What superhero did he rip those pants off of? Jeez.
It's the 90s. Those are Zumba pants, homie.
It's true.
No, those are too tight to be Zumba pants.
We're kidnapping you to Central Park for a picnic, and Felicia's like, my idea.
I bet, Felicia. I bet.
Peter's like, and Mary Jane's like, that's real nice, but I have a script to read. And Peter's like, can't you read it later, MJ? I'd love to go on a picnic. And you see Mary Jane and Felicia are both like, what?
Damn it, he called our bluff.
Guys, seriously, I just have to make a phone call first. Come on in, guys. Maybe we can find something in the fridge. And then so
Nah, not likely.
Mary Jane takes Peter to the side. She's like, okay, what's wrong? We've been avoiding them for weeks. We know she's Black Cat. We know she wants to break Flash's heart to pay you back for dumping her. But we can't do anything about it without Flash finding out you're Spider-Man. He's like, that's just the point. I'm not Spider-Man anymore. And Felicia's always been enamored with my costume persona more than with plain old Peter Parker. Maybe now that I'm not such a catch, she'll decide to leave Flash alone. I wouldn't want to date me neither.
Definitely not.
Besides, I'm normal now. It's time I started living a normal life, doing normal things like spending time with family and friends. So he calls Aunt May to see if he wants to join them. She's like, no. Well, since Nathan, I don't feel like going out. I'm sorry. There's someone at... Oh. Someone's
exactly.
at the door. Up.
You have mail.
Who's that at the door? I'm thinking romance.
Good old Willie Lumpkin.
Postage due letter, ma'am, from Florida.
Ugh.
Man,
No good news comes from Florida. As a Floridian, I can say that.
Oh, that Anna Watson. Always forgetting the stamp.
Because she cheap. She ain't forget.
Seriously. I'm afraid I don't have any change, Mr. Lumpkin, ma'am. My friends call me Willie.
I bet they do, sir. I bet they do.
Look at that mustache. I'll be happy to pick up that postage.
What do they say? The postman rings twice, if you know what I'm saying?
I'll be happy to pick up that postage tomorrow. In fact, I'll look forward to it. Isn't this how half those movies on your hard drive start?
I mean, I don't have stuff from the 70s.
Okay, minus the mustache. And how old is Aunt May? She's like, my, what a nice young man.
Hey, man, she want to be a sugar mama. Let her be a sugar mama. Ain't no judgments on this podcast.
I know, but he's pretty old.
Aunt May's like 90. I'm telling you, she's 90.
I thought Willie Lumpkin was like 90, so I want to see.
No, he's like 70. So he's a young lad for her, you know?
Oh, the Black Widow's becoming a cougar. I see.
Exactly. Cougar looking for her cubs, son. You know what I'm saying?
But meanwhile, in Manhattan, a block party in the West 90. Where the Tarantula and his armed goons show up and kidnap a priest, Padre Lopez.
You're going to hell.
Because he remember he has those spikes on his boots, knocks out the guards, and he's like, I only knocked those guards out. I saved the killing formula for the Parocco you will bring to me, Spider-Man.
Yawn.
Oh, please, if you want some action. Meanwhile, in Central Park, Peter and Flash are playing Frisbee.
And Peter sucks balls.
And
He's
Flash,
not good at this.
well, no, Flash is impressed that he can catch it. He's like, boy, you never were an athlete back in high school. And Pete's like thinking, I guess all those years as Spider-Man helped hone my non-super abilities.
Still suck. Not as good as Flash. Just understand that. Suck.
Yeah, we know which Flash you like. Manganella. So they go back to the ladies, and Flash and Felicia go off for ice cream.
I don't know what kind of ice cream that is, but I want my money back.
Whoa.
Those are cheap popsicles. Flash, what does Flash even do for a living at this point? He must be broke. He must spend all his money on Spider-Man merch.
Isn't he like I don't know. I was gonna say a gym teacher, but I don't think he even works at a school. Oh no, was he trying to be a boxer? He said something.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So he shouldn't even be eating that sugary, carby mess. But okay, we'll move on.
I love Mary
Get her
Jane.
a little locket for her pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can't afford this on what you make, so I have to do without that new pair of Air Jordans. Jeez.
I mean, Felicia should be a sugar mama for all the crap she putting them through just to prove a point. I'm just saying.
Boy, what a poet. You're special to me, babe.
Blech.
But
What a bro. Flash is like the ultimate bro.
And luckily someone brought a radio because they hear about the kidnapping of Father Lopez, and Tarantula will only release him if Spider-Man takes his place. So Peter,
Pete, what you gonna do?
Peter runs home to get his costume, and the other two are like, Flash's like, where's he going? Oh, Mary Jane's like, he's a news photographer.
Remember, guys?
And then this rocket scientist, Flash Thompson, says, we better go too. Spidey's my friend. He might need help.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Now he's definitely not wrong today. Yeah. Flash and Felicia run off, and Mary Jane runs after them. That's the warehouse where they're holding the priest. And Felicia's like, where's Spider-Man? And Mary Jane's thinking, no, the question is, where's Peter?
Peter!
So he's thinking, I guess this is the last time for this. I can't let Father Lopez die, not because of me. Again, great power, floating head of guilt. Not when I can do something to prevent it. So yeah, he swings down on a web.
But what about Aunt May?
No.
You're so... I don't know, man.
He comes crashing through a window and almost kills himself. That was graceful. And Tarantula's not having it. He's like, what? You toy with me? Pretend to be drunk? It is I who will savor intoxication when I drink the heady wine of my victory. This is you.
Yeah, on one of my more villainous days, I can see that.
I was going to say, you could have just cut off that sentence at intoxication.
There you go.
Because I will savor intoxication. Yeah, I need an Alka-Seltzer after that speech.
Samesies.
Gotta can the wisecracks. Don't have hyper reactions anymore. The only reason Tarantula missed is because he's so ticked. And again,
Trench is such a knockoff. Like, I just don't like him. Get your own shtick, okay?
Yes.
I don't appreciate it.
So I guess the cops or whatever outside planning to storm the place, and Flash is like, if they go and shoot and they might hurt Spidey. I gotta warn them. So
like, honestly, Flash and Petey might be a better love story than Petey and Felicia. I'm just saying, maybe.
Well, Felicia disappears too, and Mary Jane's like, where'd they all go? How many am I going to lose?
Well, she's not gonna be sorry if she loses Felicia. Let's just say that.
Felicia.
She put a shoot me sign on the back of her before she left.
So Peters, yeah, he's doing everything he can. He's like pulling crates down with his webbing. He gets in a lucky punch or two, which hurts his hand. He actually gets Tarantula by the throat.
I mean, like, honestly, he should just have muscle memory at this point.
Yeah, I guess, but he doesn't have the speed or strength.
Still, some muscle memory would get you somewhere with a punch at least, if you have correct form anyway.
But again, as Tarantula even was nice enough to tell him, yeah, he's got those spikes on his feet too. One's a knockout, and one's deadly poison. So,
I mean, we still have technically, another one of him running around with blonde hair. It'll be fine.
Oh, he didn't dye his hair yet. I was gonna say blonde, but oh yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Exactly.
But Flash comes in shooting. I guess he took a gun off one of the punks.
Oh, Flash, I love you in this issue. You're the saving grace of this issue.
Getting the priest out. He's out the back way, Your Highness.
I bet, sir. I bet.
And Spider-Man's Tarantula sees Spider-Man running out. He's like, no time to go after him. But someone has to pay. So Tarantula comes up and kicks Flash in the back with the knockout stuff. He's like, you'll hardly even feel the killing stroke. Which is when Felicia comes.
I won't even say it. I'll let that line pass. At least they didn't say the death stroke.
Ow. But yeah, as he's about to kill Flash, Felicia comes in. Peter webs him in the face, and then Felicia just kicks his butt. Nice teamwork, Cat, but why? Well, I can't break a guy's heart if he's dead, can I?
Just marry him already.
Then we hear
y'all are perfect for each other.
Then we hear the sirens. What about Flash? Paramedics will help more than we can. Two of them run out. Yep. Then, we see the ambulance is there for Flash. The girls are with them, and Pete's like, oh, comes walking up. Sorry, I'm late. And Felicia's like, hope you got some good picks, Pete. From what I hear, you may have a scoop. Sounds like old Spidey wasn't quite himself in there.
Burn!
That's right. Burn. And then the last two panels, we see Turner, bunny ears. Turner, he's like, what else could I throw in our powerless friend next? Because, let's work that title into the, And then,
exactly. It's so clunky. Stop it.
Is he really the Black Cat? He thinks perfect. And there's like 3 R's in that perfect.
He's channeling his inner Earther kit, which everybody should do. I'm just saying.
And who's that on his view screen? The Scorpion.
One step above the shocker. Hashtag fight me.
Oh. Which leads us right into 342. Without his powers, what chance does Spidey have against the Scorpion? And backed by the Black Cat, so look.
They just really wanted Felicia showing her shoulders for some reason.
I don't think she's showing cleavage, not shoulder.
True.
Oh, don't worry. As the 90s go on, that middle.
It's a Power Girl situation for sure. No, it's a Talia Al Ghul thing. The zipper just gets lower and lower.
Seriously. Because right now you're just seeing the top of that cleavage. I mean, by the time we get to the
you see your belly button, basically.
I was gonna say, by the time we get to the Clone Saga, you do see belly button. Yeah, that the front of that goes below the belly button.
It's a Power Girl situation. Like, how much can I get away with? They're gonna say anything? How about now? No, okay.
Yes, because it's very stealthy for a cat burglar. When you're worried about falling out. Okay.
No, there's tape for that.
Oh Lord. So yes, this issue starts the Jonah trade.
He should have like workshopped that title a little bit better. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's true. But Peter's all mad. I should have done more, blast it more. And Mary Jane's like, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not Spider-Man anymore. Because I guess they went to the movies, and on the walk home they saw a couple getting mugged. And Peter was about.
You can at least blow your rape whistle. Damn, it's New York. Everybody should have one of those.
Seriously, but he was going to jump in with a 2x4, and Mary Jane's like, Peter, they have a gun. You'll be killed. So he just basically takes the 2x4 and throws it through a store window, sets off an alarm, and the crooks run away.
It's like that episode of Lewis and Clark when he doesn't have his powers and he puts that fire out with the blanket. He smothers it.
Yes.
I just can't help but think about that with this issue, man.
And of course, another recap. Peter, you did all you could. You had Dr. Turner take your powers away for a reason. Aunt May, blah, blah, blah. I know, but after all these years of just being a bystander is going to take some adjustments. So he goes up to the roof for some air. But meanwhile, back at Dr. Turner's lab.
Bunny ears, bunny ears, bunny ears.
Yes, we see. Yes, the Scorpion has his tail back. Because, yes, the Rhino took it off him in Amazing 319 because he didn't pay Justin Hammer for it. He's like, oh,
wow, it's like superhero repo. Like, honestly, they should write like a mini series about that. That would just be mwah.
So basically he's like, oh, where'd you get this tail? And Turner is basically saying, yes, Justin Hammer's a businessman. He's willing to part with it for a profit. And I also expect an adequate return. That tail will serve as payment for seeking out and destroying Spider-Man. And Scorpion's thinking, oh Lord, Scorpion has a plan. One that just might net me 2 birds with 1 sting.
Get out! Get out right now!
And Turner's thinking Scorpion is effective but unstable. Precautions should be taken. So he tells his bimbos, gather your belongings. It's time to move on, as he's thrown out the headband. Headband. Almost looks like a Roman headband.
Get it? You get it yet?
But back in Soho, Peter's just brooding on the roof when the Black Cat shows up. She's like, I know something's wrong. You'd never let the Black Cat get that close before. How come your spider sense didn't warn you? He's like, I was
Because I'm not Spider-Man no more, lady. You can leave my life and leave my wife alone.
He's like, I was lost in thought. Right, like you were thinking when the tarantula almost killed you yesterday.
Don't try to be a friend now, Heffa. Get out.
And she's like, all right, I don't have my powers anymore. She's like, I knew it. Happy you can get out of Flash's life. You want to break his heart to get back at Spider-Man, but Spider-Man doesn't exist anymore, so leave Flash alone. She's like, listen, what goes on between me and Flash is my business. But out.
Yeah.
Look,
Don't
I'm sorry.
kink shame them.
Look, I'm sorry it blew up. You and I were close once, real close, but you changed. And I had trouble dealing with that. And with your relationship with that redhead.
That woman.
So, yeah, Mary Jane's coming up with some coffee, but there's Felicia. As Felicia's saying, I thought Flash was a dumb jock. I know better now. He's got a heart, a good one, and in the right place.
Yeah.
I'm still angry, but now I don't know if hurting you would be worth hurting him. And Mary Jane's thinking, it hurts that Peter doesn't trust me with stuff. I'm thinking, he didn't call Felicia. Felicia just showed up. Why didn't we get a cat fight?
Let's be honest. Felicia will mop the floor with Mary Jane.
True.
Might be a feisty redhead, but
True.
Felicia got some skills. Not gonna lie, not gonna front. Even though MJ's my girl, I'm not gonna hype MJ up to get her butt kicked. I'm not that friend. I'm not that friend.
And claws. Then we get a one page has nothing to do with this story because it sets up the next storyline with that. The first appearance of Cardiac.
Did you say Cardi B? What?
Oh!
I'm just kidding.
That'd be more interesting, but no. But the next day at Empire State University, Peter's putting together a spider tracer tracker.
As you do.
So, because he wants to sell it, he wants to sell the patent to make some money.
About time you started thinking about your future, boy. You married.
Yep.
You got a wife and a sickly 90-year-old aunt to take care of.
Speaking of, she calls because he's late for lunch. And he's like, why'd you invite me to lunch? I wanted you here for advice, she says. Our new mailman, a nice young fellow named Mr. Lumpkin, asked me to a band concert in the park tonight. It hasn't been that long since Nathan passed, and I don't know if it'd be proper.
And May, you don't need permission, girlfriend. Just go ahead and do what you gotta do.
You might not wake up tomorrow. Go for it.
Well, if Mephisto had his way.
True.
You live forever.
Yes. So basically, Peter, like, Nathan was your fiance, but he wouldn't want you to mourn forever. Go for it. And as for what I think, pretty lady, you'll always be my girl. She's like, oh, Peter.
Oh, Peter.
You can't escape me.
Ain't that the damn truth?
So then after lunch, he goes to Picture or News Digest again, and he's thinking, it's gonna be hard to be king of the selfies without spider powers.
Gotta rethink that career. That's why he wants that patent money.
And all of a sudden, a big green tail smashes through the door. No, not the Hulk, but no, the Scorpion. He's got Jameson.
Darn, he's got Jameson. Whatever shall we do?
Oh, if I only had my powers, I could save you, Mr. Jameson, but as it is.
But Spider-Man, he's just a menace, right?
Yep. I wanted to butcher you for years, Jameson, but maybe, just maybe, I'll change my mind if Spider-Man agrees to take your place. Pete's like, again? As the Scorpion's headed up to the roof, and Pete's thinking, hey, this time I'll be smart. I'll let someone else handle it. He tries to call the Avengers. No one's there. Maybe the Fantastic Four. Nothing. He's like, blast, no choice. I really hate doing this, but I can't think of anything else. So he picks up the phone. Hello, Flash. Can I speak to Felicia?
And away we go.
So while Scorpion's ranting on the roof, because the cops, I guess, are on the nearby building. Go ahead, take a shot. You might hit Jameson.
Well, that's what we were all thinking. That's fine.
Peter's sitting in a deserted snack room, and Felicia comes jumping through the window with his costume. Oh Lord, I'll have cream, 2 sugars, and a thank you as big as Dom DeLuise after Thanksgiving dinner. Whoa.
It's a reach. It's a no for me, dog.
And he's like, thanks, Leisha. I really appreciate you picking up my costume, but you don't have to stay. I mean, she goes, shut up and get your clothes off. Someone's enjoying this. So yeah, so while Scorpion is threatening Jameson, oh, there's Spider-Man and Black Cat. Spider-Man, and hey, Turner didn't say anything about a babe. No matter, I'll split her skull later. So Spider-Man's like, Turner? That cinches it. This is no coincidence. So Felicia attacks Scorpion. And Pete's like, at least I can save Jameson, as he falls on him. So he tells Jameson to leave. That's when the Scorpion must have Felicia down. Scorpion comes after Spider-Man, knocks him around. And Jameson, I should leave, but this is news. I'll leave as soon as I have enough for an eyewitness account. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Peter almost goes flying off the roof till Felicia saves him. Or she tackles the Scorpion and knocks Peter off the roof. Only his webbing saves him. And that's when Scorpion's bringing down half a building with a blast from his tail. So Pete comes back up by the stairs and unloads like almost all his webbing in a big ball till the Scorpion blasts right out. Yeah, Felicia tackles him off the roof. Don't get any ideas, Spider. This hug isn't personal. You're Flash's friend. That's why I'm keeping you alive. Sure. Make that trying to keep you alive. And then they crash into some sunbathers. Is this Candy and Randy? Where's Bambi?
She finally got a life.
Oh. So Pete thinks he's just going to grab the Scorpion's tail, which sends him flying until Felicia jumps on the Scorpion's back and like breaks his power source. Then he hits a swimming pool, which shorts him out, so he retreats. And Pete's got enough, just has enough to tag a Scorpion with a spider tracer. What was that all about? I don't know, but I think I can find out. So they go back to Turner's lab, and everything's gone. Except for that headband in a garbage can. As Peter says, I'm pretty sure I got a pretty good idea about who it was.
How convenient and lazy of him.
Lord, look at this next issue box. Dr. Turner turns. Turning his face. So yeah. So that comes down to the last issue, 343. War Garden. As this one picks up later on. Look at that pose. Felicia swinging over with Pete holding on for dear life. What's going on? Because we see earlier they were at Pete's place as Mary Jane's giving Felicia lemonade.
I bet you it's lemonade.
Oh, arsenic. Pulling the claws, Felicia. Mary Jane's doing pretty well considering he's dragged her husband in with more cuts than her Friday the 13th victim. We were doing it and he just started stabbing.
Stabby stab, stab.
This is again another recap. This is serious. I thought I did the right thing having Doc Turner take away my Spider-Man powers. Aunt May again. But ever since I've been drawn into battles and the fights that are somehow linked to Dr. Turner. Unfortunately, during the last one, I tagged Scorpion with a modified spider tracer because, no spider sense. So while they're talking, that's when there's a knock at the door. Oh no! The Osborns and Flash Thompson are here for dinner.
I have questions.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Oh,
And Felicia's even like, I can't let Flash see me like this, though. Yeah, Mary Jane says, Felicia, just grab some jeans from my closet, and Peter changes in the bathroom. So after that, everyone in, they're talking about getting Chinese takeout. Oh, look, there's little Normie. Still too little to be ripping heads off Spider-Man dolls. But where's Felicia? And then Felicia comes out in a little skimpy dress, one of Mary Jane's dresses.
rude.
There's your belly button. Couldn't find the jeans, MJ. Hope you don't mind. And Flash,
yes, I do have her.
Flash, I sure don't. You look sharp as a Tyson jab, babe.
Okay, I mean, I'm down for the Tyson reference. That's fine.
Yeah, it is not. It is 90-91. Peter, not jealous, are you? Jealous? She's glamorous. She's your ex-lover, and she just showed me up at my own party.
As you do, man.
Peach,
That's very catty of her, you know.
I don't know what button hit first. And of course,
Suck it, Lilith.
Peter should have been like, yeah, but you have all this.
I mean, I take the redhead over Felicia, but y'all know my preferences.
Funny, Felicia started out using Flash to get back at you, but now she seems to really care for him. And he's like, I'm glad. That's the only reason she agreed to help me. And I'm going to need that help to survive.
Bum, bum, bum.
So then we get back to the present. We see Felicia swinging Peter around and Mary Jane at the window. Blast you, Felicia. And thank you.
Curse you, vile woman. She out here getting her Stewie Griffin on, y'all.
I mean, she hates her, but she's grateful too, because Peter would have did this himself if Felicia didn't.
Exactly.
So.
To much spectacular terribleness.
So she's like, at least he got Felicia. So yeah, Peter at that spider tracer tracker over at the Botanical Gardens.
But isn't it funny how the Fantastic Four are just never available? Like him and Johnny are like best friends, low key. The stuff we don't talk about. It's just real convenient.
Anytime anyone needs them, they're always like in space or the negative zone, something. Oh, don't
stay in your own damn corner, Spider. See.
Oh, don't even get me started. Oh, I yearn for those days when everyone stayed in their own corner.
Well, yeah, we're all event and crossover out at this point in 2020.
Oh, we'll get there, but next week I'm really gonna be like, where the hell's the Fantastic Four? But anyway. But yeah, he notices the machine that stole his powers. It's in the Botanical Gardens. That's
what if I just hit the reverse button? Like it's the damn Urkel, Stefan Urkel machine or something. Hit the reverse button.
Did I do that?
Would you like some cheese?
Let me hit the back button on the thingamabob.
Okay, I'm in. It was only 2 seconds. What do you mean?
Hey-oh.
Whoa. Double entendre.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
A mess.
But there's Doc Turner down there with the scorpion, tarantula, and the femme fatales.
That's a convenient grouping of people, yeah.
And Turner's saying, "Oh, since we work together towards a common goal, perhaps it's time to lay all our cards on the table. I shall deal first." And Spider-Man's like, "That belt buckle, I knew it. It's him, the chameleon."
Why won't he go away? Just die and stay dead, bro. Please. I've had enough of you with your Captain America shenanigans, so please stay out of my Spider-Verse.
Who, the chameleon?
Yes.
Hey, Amazing Spider-Man #1, man. They're not killing him.
I know.
The device I got from the Tinkerer was supposed to immobilize Spider-Man so he could be killed. But then when I found out it could suppress his powers, I decided to toy with him. Knowing the whiny do-gooder could never turn his back on someone in need. Oh, he got his number. Suppressed, they're not gone. Now we must find Spider-Man once more and end this game. Man, think about, the other stuff comes later. But think about how Chameleon's messed with Spider-Man in the 90s. First, he's doing this stuff, then the whole parents thing.
We already talked about that.
Yeah, I mean,
really, you can't find another superhero to go mess with. Like, he just doesn't fit with the Rogues Gallery. There, I said it.
yeah, but who's he gonna mess with? I mean, everyone else is either overpowered or, I mean, Wolverine would just stab him and kill him. Who's he gonna mess with?
Can he mess with Hawkeye? Like, I don't know.
The Chameleon's like, even I.
Doctor Strange,
Chameleon's
Doctor Doom, him and him have like a villain off or something. Like, come on. That's why we need a villains bar in the freaking Marvel universe, and that's a better story for most villains.
They did have a villains bar for a while.
Not no more. They need it.
It could have been at that bar with Scourge.
Yeah. And then we could blow it all up.
Seriously, they took out a bunch of like D-listers in that story. I mean, I think most of them are back anyway, but Eternity Century looking at you. But no, can you imagine the headlines that would have made? They're like, oh, they killed a Spider-Man villain. That's pretty damn big.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
That's what they would have been saying in, what was that, 86 or 87?
Yeah.
So Pete's standing on the roof. Chameleon slime, but he's right. I can't give up Spider-Man. The powers, the costume, even the name, but Spider-Man is more than that. He's Peter Parker, and what Peter Parker is inside, and that won't go away. Bottom line, if I don't restore my powers sooner,
calm down, Bruce.
I don't restore my powers sooner, I'll die doing what I have to do. So seriously, he even calls it out himself. He's like, floating heads of guilt.
It drives me.
I'm pushed either way, so I might as well have powers so I don't die in 2 seconds.
I mean, but if you think about it, if you do it without powers and you die in 2 seconds, it's over. Your existential dread is over. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but then you're not getting any sweet redhead, though.
You know what? I get it. I can relate.
What, the redhead thing?
Mm-hmm. I get it. You proved your point. Touché, sir.
Everyone needs love in their life.
I want a mammal.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, so Kat says, you just play the machine. I'll work the audience as she comes crashing through the skylight. Black Cat's on the prowl. So he says he's thinking, keep them busy, buy time for the machine. Oh my lord. So Chameleon's like, I had this hideout equipped with certain custom features as like branches.
He's got a tricked out villains lair, y'all.
Yeah, like who is he? Poison Ivy all of a sudden? Yeah, like the Panther grabbing her, and then as the femme fatales try to get her and she frees herself. And then gives Bloodlust the taste of her own medicine. Those claws her in the face, and then goes, and as for you, Wolverette. Oh,
burn.
Suck it, Kona. Burn. Check out these claws.
Well, no, I got these scars.
Then she tries to hook the scorpion, but his tail knocks her into some. Oh, manure. They pulled a Biff Tannen. He throws her. I see a bag of manure over there.
Well, that's where she deserves to be. Let's just all be honest.
Oh, are you talking to? Oh, in the litter box?
Subtlety,
Nailed it.
So Pete's thinking, come on, boy genius, you're supposed to be a scientist. Figure this out. Stop worrying that some psycho might rip your spine out.
That's a big concern. I'm just saying, that's something you should be worried about. But maybe multitask.
Yes. So then the tarantula is trying to kick Felicia. Oh, my lord. She sprays him in the face with insect spray, and what does she say? Bug off.
You're fired. Get out. Get out right now.
Fuck it, Lilith.
So then, so Mind Blast takes this insect spray away. Knockout's about to, knock out Felicia. Oh, but she grabs the tarantula's feet and stabs them both. So shouldn't one of them have died? Because isn't one of those sides poison?
No continuity. Don't worry about it.
Maybe they have a healing, handy dandy healing factor. Tarantula's boots worked fast. Those ladies fell right on top of me. Ew. Got to pull free before. Yep. The other two femme fatales and Scorpion are coming in. But meanwhile, Peter's found the reverse button. Pain like he remembers, every nerve screaming as it's rudely yanked to the surface, bathed in acid, drawn through salt. So again, like little hangovers. But that's when they finally feels his spider sense come back. Spider sense? As Felicia comes flying over all beat up. That costume in even smaller pieces. At least they didn't break my nose. She's like, go get him, Spider. Count on it, lady. And you know I mean business because it's a splash page. And, you know, the femme fatales are giving him such a hard time in the first issue, but he's just like going right through him. Webs up Bloodlust. Here comes Whiplash. He webs her. Whips to the ground. Stuck tight. Uh-huh. Can't move. Uh-huh. This is for Cat. Not a Sal Buscema right cross, but pretty close. Got an old Eric Larson right cross. So the Scorpion starts firing, but his spider sense helps him dodge. That's when he gets Scorpion's tail stuck in a tree.
Now make like a
Wait,
get
out of here.
Yeah. I was gonna say make like a banana and peel.
Oh my lord! You know you earned this, right?
Suck it, Lilith.
And I'll accept it.
So then he punches Scorpion through the roof. Well, he's trying to put him in the orbit too, like he did the Hulk. Come on! Oh lord! And what is this? Looney Tunes? He's like waiting to catch the Scorpion. He's like, if I calculated right, he should land right about here. But then
You're not that smart, kid.
The chameleon distracts him, so he looks away, and of course, Scorpion hits the ground. Get it? But then he sees the cat, black cat, bunny ears. I'll get him, Spider. You mop up. Wait a minute. What happened to her wounds? But no, it was the chameleon cross-dressing. The chameleon, he did it again. I could go after him, but those sirens are closing fast, and there's no way the cat's getting out of here on her own. Could have sent her to jail, I guess.
Yeah.
But again, too, she knows his identity, too, so you don't want to PO her off too much. He's like, come on, let's leave this to the cavalry. But then he destroys the machine. No one's going to use that thing on me again. You volunteered the first time, dummy. Then he's like, you sure you're okay, Felicia? No, it's nothing permanent. I'll tell Flash I fell downstairs or something.
Now people are going to think he's beating on her and whatnot.
Exactly. When
I mean, we all know what happened to his Asian girlfriend. We just don't talk about it.
Oh! Who we never heard from again.
And we know he might have a little hole in his backyard. That's all I'm saying.
She was safer with the hobgoblin. But we have another problem. When I tried walking the roof edge, I lost my balance. I can't form my hands in the claws anymore. The light from that machine.
Did something happen to your powers, kitty cat?
Oh yeah, we forgot. Spider-Man's powers weren't gone; they were just suppressed. It was calibrated to my DNA. It must have affected you differently. If I hadn't destroyed it, she's like, don't feel bad. My life has gone through some changes. Maybe this is.
She wants to settle down and have babies with Flash.
Yep, one thing's for sure. Flash can never find out I was the Black Cat. He might realize I came on to him to get to you. Pete, tell you what, you keep my secrets and I'll keep yours. Aww. And the next day at Aunt May's house, they're having a cookout. Tuna on the grill?
Really, bro? Rude. Just rude.
Rude. And he's thinking, I'm back to the whole Spider-Man thing. Should I tell Aunt May after all these years? Yeah.
I mean, you've been complaining about it so much thus far. It'd be a shame if you didn't at this point.
I mean, she gotta be stupid at this point if she don't know. He's like, I have a hypothetical for you. If someone was in danger and I could help, but it might mean getting hurt or killed, should I do it? She's like, if you didn't, young man, you'd never be welcome in this house again. What? Your sense of responsibility is what makes you special.
That's just Mephisto channeling the Uncle Ben through Aunt May. # fight me.
Oh no, she's the corporeal head of guilt. You know, it's what made me and your late Uncle Ben so proud of you. Losing you would be devastating. I don't know if I could survive it, but I guess I would with all my men. But having you shirk responsibility be like losing you another way, maybe a more painful way. Just be you, Peter. Oh Lord. Look, Willie Lumpkin shows up with roses. Peter, Mary Jane, I'd like you to meet Mr. Lumpkin.
Mm. One lump or two.
Oh! Oh, Lord.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
Perfect. Let's end on a high note. Let's get out of here. That's it.
Oh, my Lord. He even says, face it, Tigress, you hit the jackpot.
Exactly. Like I said, we should have got out of there. We should have hit it on a high note.
Okay.
Ooh, plot twist. Willie Lumpkin was secretly Mary Jane's dad all along.
Oh!
Not that rude, abusive butt munch we met. Scroll way down.
Maybe he was a Skrull because, like, he's the only boyfriend who doesn't die of Aunt May's that doesn't die, but he just, like, disappears one day. I mean, he shows back up in the Fantastic Four, I think, but she was dating a Skrull, you know, one of those creatures from a far-off land called Australia.
Sausage.
There's your high note.
So.
No, I got your
What's our high note?
Feedback.
Ooh. How long is it?
Why? Why? We're not going to play it if it's too long?
No, I'm just curious. See how much he actually cares about us. I see those 5-minute rants he be going on over on Quasar. You know.
Oh, 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, he only loves us a little bit. It's fine.
Oh. All right, you heard it here first.
That's okay. Don't be like Ray and send in feedback. Join us in the live stream and be like me. Troll us in the chat.
Oh. I said.
Or both. Both is good.
We were talking the other night when we get the Quantum Zone 150, we were saying we should try to work out a time where like you and Ray can be on with us.
Oh God, what a mess.
Oh yeah. But
Phil loves the drama, y'all, if you haven't noticed.
But breaking news, talking about drama, breaking news, Ray loves Matt Kona more than Lilith Hellfire.
Apparently, it's okay. He's only our triplet. It's okay.
Oh, great. Now, guess what? Next episode of Spider-Cast, we're going to get like a 15-minute long feedback.
7 minutes is fine. Or what was the record? I think just do the record of like, what was it, 7 minutes and some change? Do like 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
She wants 7, Ray. Can you give her 7?
Fill up. On that note, let's listen to some Ray feedback.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
All right. Here is Ray from Last Sons of Krypton and Superman podcast, To Knowers That Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast, and of course, Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast. All right. So quick 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Take it away, Ray.
Hello, Phil and Lilith. This is Ray, dropping in thoughts for Amazing Spider-Man 340 to 343. Plenty, again, that happens during the course of these 4 issues, but again, a lot of fun, very 90s action, nothing too groundbreaking or anything like that, but a couple of things I like to just mention. Anyway, first up, Splinter Carl, 340, it's Dr. Turner. I thought it was going to be Turner D-Century. It isn't. We see later on it's, the Chameleon and this Tinkerer-made machine. Fair enough. Somehow Spidey gets roped into using it and losing his powers. So it was a little fun for this 3-parter Powerless arc with Spider-Man literally doing the about face, and instead of him getting cosmic powers, he gets no powers at all, which I think there's a little bit of a homage in 341?
Yes.
342.
The cover
kind of reminds me of that Cosmic Spidey cover. Anyway, a couple other things. Loved the interaction and the subplot with Flash and Felicia. Always very entertaining. Larson draws a great Spider-Man as always, and I don't know. He comes off as very cartoony these days, I guess. But for me, he was one of the seminal Spider-Man artists. So the way he draws Spidey, just so kind of gangly but nimble, but also his portrayals of Flash, Felicia, the Black Cat, and Mary Jane, and actually also Aunt May. Amazing stuff. Great use of detail, especially for Aunt May. Black Cat looking as nubile as ever. Also, I loved the I don't know, villain of the week, I guess. Tarantula, a lot of fun. Femme Fatales were quite interesting, very 90s with that Bloodlust, I think she's called. And Scorpion, I love to see Scorpion. He's a lot of fun. I remember him popping up in the McFarlane run. A lot of cool stuff. Also, we get a little bit of Cardiac, which I love. The introduction of Cardiac. Do you know what's happened to him? What's happened to him now these days? I can't remember where his arc finished, but I always kind of remember the beginning where he gets introduced to the Marvel Universe and his mini arcs to come. Finally, as well, the final turn towards the end, Black Cat losing her powers. So she's gone through a run of a lot of things. I wonder,
Bad
in
luck.
this run, I can't remember, has she got her powers? It didn't really pop up in it, but she looked very formidable. But she's obviously, by the end of this arc, has lost her powers. And again, it's been a while. I can't remember how long before she gets it back. Anyway, great issues again. And look forward to hearing what you have to say. Cheers.
Why did you have to bring up Cardiac? No, the last time I remember seeing Cardiac is he showed up in Superior Spider-Man. They gave him the auto background. So
I thought that was a good fit, to be honest.
oh,
Get it? Because he was wearing Spidey as a coin purse.
oh, damn. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. So yes, thank you, Ray. I appreciate your feedback. If others don't, yeah, that was totally meant to be an homage to the other Cosmic Spidey, like I said. And I forgot to bring it up before. I wanted to bring it up. I don't know why they were. I don't know if that was a Larson thing or one of the colorists, but like around this time, some of the time they were coloring the suit red and black instead of red and blue. I kind of like it. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. You get the red suit, you get the black suit, kind of. Because I love the black suit. And Lilith has passed out drunk.
No, I'm not. I'm right here.
Okay.
How rude.
Just testing you. But yes, thank you, Ray, for the feedback. So why did you say Ray would love Ray if you're not watching the video? Because I know sometimes
No, he's praising Aunt May. So I
Oh.
said Ray would love Mephisto's bride.
Oh. Don't do it, Ray. We know how her men end up. Anyway, so yes. So any final thoughts on this one, Lilith Hellfire?
No, it's a decent story, but it's like Pete's got to poop or get off the pot about this Aunt May thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she actually did find out later on, but then
yeah, but like this whole time, well, just tell the old lady. She's got like 3 months to live. Just tell her. Stop being Spider-Man for 3 months. Just tell her.
I kind of like it when she found out, but of course, that was another casualty of one more day.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got rid of marriage, we got rid of the aunt and everything.
And you know, I am so glad that Daredevil's One More Day was not exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like such a relief.
It wasn't Mephisto. Thank you.
Exactly. So yeah, since I didn't get to talk about it because we didn't talk about it on Cage, y'all talked about it on Super Connectivity.
I gave you the choice, and you said, "Oh no, you guys can talk on Super Connectivity."
I give you boys the Marvel stuff. I'll just put it that way. I was too busy ranting about DC, so
Oh, please. I think Charlie likes talking to you more than me, so he would have.
I mean, Charlie and I, we have Rick and Morty and other things like that. You boys, you have your Marvel funds. You know, we've got BoJack Horseman, things like that.
They have things in common.
Exactly. The most important thing.
No,
And now Matt and I are both dog owners, so that's nice.
see, you and Matt Coda could come to terms. See.
Suck it, Lilith.
Anyway, so is that it on this one?
Definitely. Let's hit those shameless plugs.
Yes, but first, yes, be like Ray and send us feedback. Long feedback. Lilith demands long feedback.
Long boxes and boob windows. That's what we stand for around here. See?
Lilith, send us your feedback. Lilith needs it long. Anyway, so yes, next time we're going to be covering Amazing Spider-Man 349 and 350, featuring the Black Fox and Doctor Doom. And then, in 2 weeks, Round Robin, the Sidekicks Revenge. I know we're going to, we'll probably get long feedback for that one, Lilith Hellfire.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, at the end of the month, Scarlet Spider, Smoke and Mirrors. So, so you know what that means. After we get through all that, you know what comes next, right, Lilith Hellfire?
What's that?
Shocktober.
Yes! Get ready! Because 2020 has been a poop year and you need some comedy in your life. Shocktober!
Only 3 more episodes stand between you all and Shocktober. And then it's just
I like our themed months, unless it's Captain America themed.
What the F?
I kid. I don't mind it.
What the F?
But yes, it's gonna be a wild roller coaster ride of Shocktober, Hobgobble Gobble month.
Gobble gobble.
And of course,
Like we said in the beginning of this episode, Sinister Sixmas. Because remember, Ray likes the sack. Check out Wade's World for that joke. All right, anyway. Yes, so send your thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter. Oh, I did set it up. I mean, we only had we have Capes and Lunatics, Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks on Instagram, but we also had a Wade's World account. I changed it up. Ultimate Spider-Cast and Wade's World are sharing one Instagram account, so
like it should be.
that's right. Spider-Man Deadpool.
Spidey pool.
So follow us on all our social media. Go subscribe to our YouTube. You can watch this live. Hey, go subscribe to the Patreon for all your Star Trek needs. But all of that, all in one convenient place. Go check out Linktree. That's linktr.ee/capes and lunatics.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
And go support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio. Get yourself some Tweaked Audio headphones. Hunt a Killer, because, can't leave the house now, guys. So get yourself a great game, Hunt a Killer. And go pick up Pod Life, the book, now in digital and paperback. Volume 1. Volume 2 is coming. What do you think? Rob's just sitting around watching movies in his backyard? No. Pod Life Volume 2 is coming. And when you go to shop for that and everything else on Amazon, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. What did you say? Yeah. Please kick me in the pants.
Yeah. Lilith Hellfire.
If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire or on Instagram with the cool kids and the hip grandparents at Lilith Hellfire 86 or at Lilith Hellfire 69.
I'm thirsty for it, bro.
Gimme.
Gimme.
Suck.
Go ahead, throw it in. Hulk's always hard.
Deceptively hard.
Deceptively hard.
Oh, nice.
Hulk's always hard. Deceptively hard.
Thanks, Lilith Hellfire.
Anytime, see?
All right. Join us next time, people. That's right. Amazing 349 and 350. Dr. Doom.
See you later, bunkies.
Got the powers back. But won't do any good against Dr. Doom. And remember, only a few weeks away from Shocktober. next 3 months, well, Hellfire's going to be like, get in a candy store. But until then, swing on back.
Flip, 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 flip.